Good morning, class. In the last video, we discussed about the discovery of electron and the proton. So, in the today's class, we are going to start the another one model. This is called as the Thomson model of an atom, or this is also known as the Christmas pudding model or a watermelon model. Again, I'm repeating it. This Thomson model is also known as the Christmas pudding model or the watermelon model. Now, why the name is watermelon model or a Christmas pudding model? So, have you seen a watermelon? So, you know that the watermelon is green in color, and when we cut the watermelon, what you see there? You see that water in the watermelon there, the watermelon is completely red in color. Okay, see, this is the watermelon. When we cut that, this is red in color, and the black color of seeds are embedded in the watermelon. So the Thomson proposed its model like that, the same way that he said that the structure of atom is also looking like a watermelon. See, in the watermelon there is a red portion. Okay, same in the structure of atom there is a sphere of positive charge, and the negative charge electrons are embedded in that. Okay, so that's why it is also known as the water pudding model, yeah, watermelon model or a Christmas pudding model. Okay, now let's discuss. Thomson proposed the model of an atom to be similar to that of the Christmas pudding. The electron in a sphere of a positive charge were like currents in a sphere. Christmas pudding. We can also think of the watermelon. The positive charge in the atom is spread all over like the red edible part of the watermelon, while the electrons are sudden in a positively charged sphere like the seed in the watermelon. So here you can see this is the structure of an atom according to the Thomson, and in here you can see the red portion in the watermelon is compared to as the positive charge or the positive sphere, and the electron is compared like a seeds in the watermelons. Okay, so this is the watermelon model. So here you can see he is the J.J. Thomson. Okay, Thomson proposed that an atom consists of a positively charged sphere and the electrons are embedded in it. The negative and the positive charge are equal in the magnitude, so the atom as a whole electrically neutral. See, it means the number of positive and the number of negative charge will be equal to each other. Clear? But actually this Thomson model does not able to explain so much about the structure of atom, so it was not acceptable by the other scientists. Okay, so now the another one theory was given by the Rutherford model of an atom, ki what Rutherford has done. So for Rutherford, for his experiment, what the Rutherford has done, he has taken a gold foil. Okay, why he has taken a gold foil? Gold foil, because you know that the gold is a malleable metal, and we can make a very fine sheets of the gold metal. Okay, now what he has done, he has taken a gold foil and bombard alpha particles in the gold foil. Okay, now again I'm telling it to you. See, like this is the gold foil. Okay, and what he has done in this gold foil, he strike the alpha particles. Okay, now what are the alpha particles? Alpha particle is the helium particle basically, which have atomic number 2 and the mass number 4. Again I'm repeating it. Alpha particle is also called as a helium particles, which have the 2 atomic number and the 4 atomic mass. Okay, now what he has done, when he bombard these alpha particles in the gold foil, he saw some observation. He saw that some raises like so like when these raises are striking on this gold foil, some raises are completely just tilted towards its position. Some of them are directly coming back. Okay, and some of them are completely come back. So because of these three observation, what he saw after bombarding the alpha rays on the gold foil, he conclude his observation, and it was called as the Rutherford's model. ठीक है, now I'm telling it to you what are the observation and what will be the conclusion in the case of Rutherford. ठीक है, now let's read the Rutherford theory or the Rutherford model of an atom. See, Ernest Rutherford was interested in working how the electrons are arranged within an atom. Rutherford designed an experiment for this. In his experiment, fast-moving alpha particles were made to fall on a thin gold foil. So I already told you that why gold foil only. So gold foil, because you know that gold is a very malleable metal and you can make a very fine sheets of the gold, so that's why he choose gold. And alpha rays, alpha particles are the helium particles which have the 2 atomic number and the atomic mass 4. ठीक है, so he selected a gold foil because he wanted a thin layer as possible. This gold foil was about 1000 atom thick. ठीक है, तो बहुत पतली थी. Fine. See, alpha particles are doubly charged helium ions since they have the mass of 4 unit. Okay, the fast moving alpha particles have a considered amount of energy. तो ये भी मैंने आपको बता दिया है. Third, it was expected that the alpha particles would be deflected by subatomic particle in the gold atom. Since the alpha particles were much heavier than the proton, he did not expect to see the larger deflection. ठीक है, so this is the diagram you can see here. You can see that because some rays are easily passing through it, some rays are coming back, and some rays are directly coming back. If you see this diagram focusly, if you will see this, there are some rays which can easily passing. ठीक है, some rays are deflecting, and some rays here you can see that directly comes back. ठीक है, so what are the observation after that? Now you see that see what is the observation. Most of the alpha particles pass straight through the gold foil. Second observation, some of the alpha particles were deflected by the foil by small angles. Third, surprisingly, 1 out of every 1200 particles appear to be rebound. जो आपको एक दिख रही है सिर्फ. ठीक है, so these three observation he saw when he was done his experiment. In the other word of Rutherford, this result was almost as incredible as if you fire a 15-inch shell at a piece of tissue paper and it comes back and hits you. Okay, let us think of an activity in an open field to understand the implication of this experiment. Let a child stand in front of a wall with his eyes closed. Let him throw a stone at the wall from a distance. He will hear a sound when each stone strike the wall. If he repeat this 10 times, he will hear the sound 10 times. But if a blindfolded child were to throw a stone on a barbed wire fence, most of the stone would not hit the fencing, and no sound would be appeared. This is because there are a lot of gaps in the fence which अलाउ द स्टोन टू पास थ्रू देम. ठीक है, आपने देखा कि अगर दीवार पे आप पत्थर मारोगे तो डेफिनेटली आपको आवाज़ आएगी बिकॉज वो टकराएगा. बट अगर आप फेंसिंग में मारते हो, लाइक जो तार होते हैं कांटों के, तो वो कांटों के तार एक दूसरे के ऊपर होते हैं और काफ़ी डिस्टेंस पे होते हैं, तो आपको सारे पत्थर जो आप मारोगे उसकी आवाज़ नहीं आएगी, है ना. सो same, following a similar reasoning, Rutherford conclude from the alpha particle scattering experiment. तो अब उसने क्या कहा, because to see this observation, so the first thing he said that most of the space inside an atom is empty because the most alpha particle pass through the gold foil. तो definitely क्या होगा, ज़्यादा space क्या empty है. Second, very few particles were deflected from their path, so indicating that positively charge of the atom occupies a very little space, यानी कि कुछ ही टकरा के वापस आए हैं, तो इसका मतलब कि क्या है, पॉजिटिवली चार्ज कम है. थर्ड, अ वेरी फ्यू स्मॉल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ अल्फा पार्टिकल वर डिफ्लेक्टेड बाय 180 जो डायरेक्टली वापस आ गए, इंडिकेटिंग दैट ऑल द पॉजिटिव चार्ज एंड मास ऑफ द गोल्ड एटम वर कंसंट्रेटेड इन अ वेरी स्मॉल वॉल्यूम विद इन द एटम. यानी कि एटम के अंदर कुछ ऐसा है जो बहुत हैवी है और जिसमें क्या है, पूरे एटम का जो मास है दैट डिपेंड ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर स्पेस जहाँ से वो पूरी तरीके से वापस आ गया, दैट समथिंग इज वेरी सॉलिड देयर. ठीक है. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज एक्सपेरिमेंट रदरफोर्ड पुट हिज मॉडल एंड ही कंक्लूड लाइक दैट कि एक्चुअली जो एटम है देयर इज अ पॉजिटिव चार्ज सेंटर इन एन एटम कॉल्ड न्यूक्लियस. तो जो पूरा पॉजिटिव चार्ज है वो कहाँ पे है, न्यूक्लियस में है. एंड न्यूक्लियस क्या है, आप उसका सेंटर पे है. नियरली ऑल द मास ऑफ एन एटम रिसाइड इन द न्यूक्लियस, यानी कि पूरे एटम का मास लगभग किससे निकलता है, न्यूक्लियस से आता है. सेकेंड, द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रिवॉल्व अराउंड द न्यूक्लियस इन अ सर्क्यूलर पाथ. और इलेक्ट्रॉन्स क्या करते हैं, व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, दे आर जस्ट रिवॉल्विंग, दे आर जस्ट टेकिंग अ राउंड आउट ऑफ द न्यूक्लियस. ठीक है. एंड द साइज ऑफ द न्यूक्लियस इज वेरी स्मॉल एज कंपेयर टू द साइज ऑफ एन एटम. तो एटम में एक मान के चलो, अगर पूरा एक कमरा, एक मान लो, एक अज्यूम करो, एक जस्ट इमेजिन दैट कि अगर एक पूरा कमरा जिसमें आप बैठे हो, अगर ये एक एटम है तो न्यूक्लियस कितना होगा, न्यूक्लियस इज जस्ट एक मान लो एक पिन की नोक के बराबर उसमें न्यूक्लियस होगा. और लेकिन उसी न्यूक्लियस के अंदर क्या है, सारा मास ऑफ द एटम है आपका. ठीक है. तो दिस इज द रदरफोर्ड थ्योरी एंड इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल स्टडी अबाउट द ड्रॉबैक्स ऑफ द रदरफोर्ड थ्योरी कि क्या था. एंड आफ्टर दैट वी विल प्रोसीड. So this is today's work. You have to write this Rutherford theory and the Thomson atomic model in your classwork copy.